maybe a lot of shrapnel.
It's funny you say the pittances thing. So like in Warhammer 40k Dark Tide, the barracks, the achievements that you do, the little nitty gritty things that makes you do in the game to earn the cosmetics and stuff, they're called pittances because the whole empire is a religion at this point. The emperor of mankind 10,000 years ago was very clear: no religions, none of them. Our God is science. This is about progression. This is about technology. This is about working together. Since he has been gone for for 10,000 years, he is now worshipped as the God King, God Emperor of mankind. The entire thing is a religion devoted to him and worshiping him. So those achievements are called pittances. You're doing your pittances. I got to kill a googly gawk with a who's he what's it 3 times. Like stuff like that. I love that lore behind all that Warhammer cool. 40k stuff. Like we've fallen so far that we can't create a lot of the technology, and we call electronics or things that are borderline AI, like smart programs, the machine spirit. Oh, let's wake the machine spirit. Yeah, you mean turning it on? Shut up.
So the Ugrin have had a lot of influence over time.
They've fallen a long ways. I love the lore from that. It might be the most depressing and saddest sci-fi like reality to live in. I think it's got to be.
It's dismal. Like those people that are just like dissected to their just like one arm and a head, and then they're like put in a vending machine, and their entire world is just to like pick apples and give them to you.
So the reason that humanity fell so far from its huge pinnacle of technology and achievement, and it had become like probably the most powerful of the galactic empires, was AI. Their AI was so good that it became sentient, and it became so sentient that it gained a soul. So it was actually able to be corrupted and infected by demons.
Oh.
So it was it rebelled against mankind. They had this huge war, and humanity barely won. Like it was all they could do just to win. And so their galactic empire, which was spread everywhere because of another thing that goes bad later on, is cut off from one another. We can't get to those worlds that are way out there. They're cut off for the next 5, 6, 7,000 years. On those planets, if they were isolated enough that sub-light travel wouldn't allow them to get to any neighbors, the idea that they were from Earth, called Terra, is a dream. The Emperor, that's a figment of our ancestors' imaginations. Some of them have fallen into medieval worlds. There's a crusade when we get things back in hand, and everybody's going out to take the worlds back over. Like, hey, you're humans, you're from Terra, the Emperor is your boss. Come on, get with us. And some resist, and some say, yes, sir, we never forgot you. We've been preparing this whole fucking time. We knew you'd come. And some of them are like, we're medieval knights now, and we bow to no man. And they're like, but there's like 1 billion of you. So if you guys could like get with the program, here's an iPad. We bow to no man. And so there's this great story where like they're going to fight them. They're going to fight them, the like black powder like planet. It's like, come under our heel or we're going to fight you. And the reason we're going to do that is because without us, you're going to be raped, murdered, and infected by like googly-eyed eyeball worms if you're lucky, because that's about as good as it gets out here. You need us, and we need you. All of the man meat on this planet that gets thrown into that galactic grinder, we need it. So there's a great story where they're just about to just have an actual battle, and one of the Space Marines goes to his boss, and he's like, sir, permission to provide a demonstration before we commence battle. Very well. And he just starts running toward the enemy army by himself. And they're just letting him have it with cannons and artillery and all, and just thousands of men. And he just jogs on through them. And he doesn't stop when he gets to their lines. He sort of like moves people and machinery out of his way and keeps on moving through the encampment, through the lines. Now he's in the encampment where they spent the night before. They're chasing him. He's getting toward the general's tent. He's still going. He's just chugging along, and bullets and artillery and explosions. And he gets there and he says, "General, sir, a word." And okay. And he walks there and he pulls out an iPad, not an iPad, but their iPad.
Yeah.
And he's like, "These are the threats that we face." And he shows him like video from the worlds that have fallen, of like the demons, the aliens, the Tyranids, the greenskins. This is what we face, and this is what we fight. This is what the Emperor shields you against on a daily basis. And all we ask is that you bend the knee. Okay, we're good. All you had to do is, we didn't know you had iPads. Fuck.
Yeah. Lead with the space worms, man. Like
lead with the space worms. It's a fascinating like lore thing that like I've watched dozens and dozens of hours of videos and read a couple books, and man, I still struggle to like know it all.
Telling me stories about the 40K universe.
They're